It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Hello and welcome to the morning show. I'm Bob Recktenwald. This is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies, how are you today?
I am doing wonderful. How are you?
It's another Monday.
It is. It's a wet one, though.
It is a wet Monday.
Little different.
You know, it's we got a lot of rain last night.
I actually slept pretty good last night when I finally got to sleep, and I didn't know.
Really?
I know I woke up this morning, it was wet. I got one of them weather rocks, so I can tell the predictions.
Weather what?
Weather rock.
What's a weather rock?
It's an Arkansas weather rock, and you set it like out front of your back porch or something like that, and when you look out, if it's wet, that means it's raining. If it's white, that means it's snowing, and if it's dry, it's sunny. I mean, it's been pretty accurate.
Been pretty accurate.
Yeah,
It's
they're not cheap, but
it's not one of those that will, whether or not it's thunderstorm, whether or not your house is rocking or not.
No,
It's not. You didn't get the high dollar model.
No, I couldn't afford that one. This one was expensive enough. But it's kind of nice to get out in the morning and look out at my rock and see what it's like outside.
Does this rock have a name?
Arkansas weather rock.
No, you got to do better than that.
Thought that was pretty good. Okay, never mind.
Yep, the weather rock.
Yes.
Let you know whether or not it's raining.
Yep. Or snowing.
Or snowing.
It's
or
pretty
sunny.
accurate. And it's been 100% on. It really is.
Been right on.
Been right on the money.
You know, you could probably market those.
They probably already are.
They come in all sizes.
Yes.
Weather
I
stone.
got a medium size. I didn't want it.
The
taken
weather
up.
pebble.
Yeah.
The weather stone.
Yeah.
The weather rock. And then for the big industrial strength, the weather boulder.
Boulder. They keep those in Colorado. A lot of people have the boulders.
Uh-huh. What time did you get up this morning? It shows.
It shows. Too early. I'm telling you.
Time to pray for Scooter. It's going to be a long day. It is going to be a long day. However, Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas bringing you the morning prayer each and every day. With all our respect is not only their motto, but it's how they do business. Renana Jenkins-Byler and her staff all across the state of Arkansas with 29 locations to serve you and one in Memphis, Tennessee. They do the best that they can in a terrible situation. Pre-planning is probably one of the most overlooked things that a person can do. You should probably go check out Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. I'm sure wherever you are, there's a location close to you. But if you don't know where the one in Mountain Home is, take a trip up Highway 5 North. Just past Hospital Drive, start looking to your right. Look for the biggest American flag that you've probably ever seen, and that is their driveway, Roller Funeral Home. And now the morning prayer. Lord, this morning the prayer is simple. We just pray that you will give us guidance and mercy and be with us throughout our day. Lord, we intentionally pray daily for our government, Lord, as things are in this world have changed over and over and over again. And Lord, we just pray that you will lead, guide, and direct the people that are in charge of how things are supposed to be. Lord, we just ask that you will bring that to our state level and our local government as well. And as we normally do, we pray for our firefighters, our policemen, our first responders, our doctors, our nurses, our administration at our school, our teachers and our students. Lord, as we take an army of folks to Harrison tonight for the ball game, we just pray that you'll send travel mercies with each and every one that go and be with the players from both teams as they will battle it out on a football field. Lord, we just love you and thank you for the things that you do for us. And in Christ's name we pray. Amen. Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas, with all our respect. And now we'll take a look at a clip from the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zdora.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z team of Century 21 LeMac Realty here in Mountain Home. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. Go check out their website. Check out all the MLS listings. Go to live views and take a look at what you could see on the live view shot. Today it looks pretty good for as rainy as it is.
You can see the brown in the water, so you can see it's been raining for a while and it's washing a lot of that mud in.
And also, they must not be generating, because when I called for the report, it said 8, so that must have been still from yesterday.
I would guess, yes.
But you can tell that, as you can see it running off the bank, the difference. Well, I wish that could zoom in, and that one's got too much glare on it. But you can see where it's running off of the shoreline into the water. The water color changes. But what you're looking at is a shot from Marion County, Arkansas, back into Baxter County, Arkansas. That's the city of Cotter. The Railroad Museum, the baseball fields, the city of Cotter itself. Over to the left is the Rainbow Bridge. Off in the distance to the right would be the city of Mountain Home. Off to the distance on the left would be the city of Bull Shoals. Way off over in the horizon, that's the state of Missouri. And just a great shot of God's country here in north central Arkansas. And if you'd like to take a look at something like this, you'll not buy this piece, but if you want to take a look at something like this, give Bob and Linda Zdora a call at 870-405-0793. If you want to check out all the MLS listings, do that at retiredarkansas.net. These are realtors you could recommend to your friends, but I always say they're busy, but never too busy to help you with your realty needs. Bob and Linda Zdora, one more time, 870-405-0793 is their number. Give them a call.
It looks so quiet and peaceful in that picture.
Yeah.
It just does right now. It just doesn't seem like there's anything going on and everything is just peaceful. But that will change.
Serene. I like that idea.
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite.
Little smoke on the water. Contractors Trust right there on the left. The railroad depot is up behind it. If you've never been to Cotter, Arkansas, it's just a little town, north central Arkansas. Give Bob and Linda Zdora a call at 870-405-0793 and tell them you'd like to take a look at God's country. And let's see what they show you. Temperatures, Scooter.
All right.
Mountain Home is 68, Harrison 68, Batesville 70, Yellville 68, Marshall 70. Salem and Mountain View are 70 as well. Calico Rock 68, West Plains, Missouri is 70, Springfield 68, Poplar Bluff, Missouri is 64, and St. Louis, Missouri is 65. And the nationwide radar, we've got some rain all around us, right on top of us.
Right on top.
It's going to be here all day, half the night. Supposed to rain till about 4 in the morning. Going to be an awful wet ball game. Whoop,
You going to zoom into that?
Yeah, I need to zoom into that. I was trying to move the screen and zoom too far. As you can see, as I zoom into the state of Arkansas, we've got rain from Fayetteville down to Conway, Little Rock, Pine Bluff, Hot Springs, down to Texarkana. Fort Smith has probably had some. It's moving through there right now. But the heavy stuff is moving through our area right now. We should have a break sometime around 11, from 11 to 12. Hopefully it'll shift to the north and dry up for us before we have to go hit our ball game this evening.
Probably going to have a wet ball game from what they're calling for right now.
And looks like we've got a tropical cyclone that formed yesterday. It's nowhere near us, so we're not going to worry about it. Looks like a Danielle and the Cabo Verde Islands are getting some heavy duties, and Puerto Rico looks like they've got a storm headed their way. You plan on going there anytime soon?
Not in the next week or so. I don't.
Then we probably ought to not worry about it.
Nah.
There are no watches and warnings in the state of Arkansas at this time. Looks like there's something.
Oklahoma's got a couple little flash flood.
Flash flood?
In Oklahoma, you'll see that.
Flood advisory, right?
Or flood
Right
advisory, yeah.
Yeah, flood advisory in Oklahoma. Looks like there's some of that down in Mississippi.
Yeah, there's some flood watch down in Texas.
Way down South Texas. And
nothing around here.
Trying to see what this one is. Tropical storm one? I don't know what this one is.
That's
nothing around here. That's the big.
The dark green in Texas there, the big spot, that was a flood watch.
Flood watch.
Yeah.
Had a flood watch in my backyard this morning. Tina went out to take care of the chickens, and it was up over her boots.
No.
Yep.
So you watched her and call it a flood watch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Today, showers likely, 60% chance, 60 to 70% chance. You are on a roll today. High today, 76. Tonight, low, 66 with a 50% chance of thunderstorms. Tomorrow, 50% chance of thunderstorms, high of 81. Saturday night, it will lower down to a 20% chance with a low of 65. Sunday, 50% chance, high of 83. It must be a holiday coming up with all this rain.
It is.
Sunday night, going to be low of 66. Labor Day, there it is, the holiday, 50% chance of rain, high of 82. Monday night, low of 66. And Tuesday, 40% chance of thunderstorms, high of 82.
I was hoping to get some mowing done, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was too. So that's what I get for doing my own thinking. Tuesday afternoon, still a chance of rain, high of 82. Wednesday is going to be partly sunny, high of 84. And then next Thursday, mostly sunny, high of 83. I don't think there'll be a whole lot of mowing going on tomorrow. No. Today, tree pollen, none. Tomorrow, none. And Sunday, none. Low grass pollen today, none. Tomorrow, none on Sunday. Ragweed today, low. Tomorrow, low. And Sunday, moderate.
A lot of that will depend on the rain.
Depends on the rain. Lake level as we speak, 554.90, which is 2.90 above full pool of 552. And the last report had them generating 2. I was down there last night at 8 o'clock, and they weren't generating any, but the current report that they are now saying is 2. Lake Bull Shoals, 659.93, which is 0.93 above full pool of 659. And the last report where they were generating 8, but you can tell by the picture from the Z team that they are not generating any at this time. If you'd like to try to get an update on the generation report, give them a call at 870-431-5311. Maybe they'll have updated that by the time you call. If you're planning a trip on the river, I highly suggest you find out how many generators are going. And that's the weather and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora of the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty here in Mountain Home, across the street from McDonald's. If you go there, go and ask for the Z Team. If they're not there, they'll get them on the horn for you and talk to you, get something lined up. 870-405-0793. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Let's take a look and see what's happening around town. Yeah.
We are live.
Operation Chris. You are definitely alive this morning. I can tell you that. Operation Christmas Child Fundraiser is this weekend. East Oakland Baptist Church, located at 3095 Highway 62 East. The expo will be open from Friday at noon to 6 o'clock, and then tomorrow from 7:30 to noon, and they will feature a raffle and a jelly sale. There you go. Go get you some jelly. Operation Christmas Child packs shoeboxes and sends gifts to children in other countries that have never received a Christmas gift. Since 1993, they have delivered 198 million shoeboxes in 178 countries. You ever got one?
I have not.
You live in the wrong country.
Apparently. I'm about to say, I don't think they get sent to my house. I have paid for boxes before.
You have paid for boxes?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Ribbon cutting. Baxter Health. Still not used to calling it Baxter Health. Baxter Health has announced a ribbon cutting ceremony today at the Baxter County Health Crossroads Family Clinic over in Harrison. Baxter Health leadership, along with Crossroads Family Clinic providers, will be kicking off the celebration. The ribbon cutting will be at 11. The event is open to the public. Hot dogs, chips, drinks will be served from 11 to 2. Compliments of Baxter Health.
Mm-hmm.
A new clinic over in Harrison. Awesome.
Awesome.
Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of positive stuff, and I sure hate to sit here and talk about negative stuff. Let's do this right here. Next Saturday, September the 10th, there will be the Knights of Columbus Paul Bunyan's Breakfast. All you care to eat: scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy, pancakes, sausage links, coffee and juice. All brought to you to your table on china with silverware.
With silverware. Real china.
With china? On china with silverware. $8 for adults, $4 for children under 12. Takeout orders are available. Saturday, September the 10th from 7:30 to 10:30 at St. Peter the Fisherman Catholic Church, 249 Dyer Street here in Mountain Home. Proceeds support local charities. For more information on Knights of Columbus, go to kofc.org. September the 10th, next Saturday, 7:30 to 10:30. The DAV 17th Annual Veterans Appreciation and Outreach Picnic, October the 1st at 11 o'clock at ASU Mountain Home. All veterans, active military, their families are invited to celebrate with free food, beverages, camaraderie, and lots of door prizes. The events will open up with the Star Spangled Banner being performed by Leanne Jackson, and at 11 o'clock, Katie Laney Project will take the stage and they will perform till 1. Food is provided and served by the Good Samaritan Society. Members of the Naval Junior ROTC program in Mountain Home will be there to help serve the meals. And for more information, you can go to usveteranoutreach.org or call Dan Hall at 870-421-2322. And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora in just a moment.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Bob Zdora, the Z Team, and it's time for This Week in Real Estate.
Yes,
Spit
sir.
it out, Bob. We'll get her there.
Practice, practice, practice.
Well, you know.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
How's Mr. Zdora?
I'm great. I'm great. Weather's good. It's better for people traveling.
We've been getting a little bit of rain, so everything's changing colors the way it should be.
Things are a little more green instead of brown. That's always a good thing.
That's a matter of opinion.
But that's what you got to cut. You don't cut it when it's brown,
But
right?
I'm colorblind, so I don't have any idea what color
you get like light colored. Do you get like lights and darks?
If it's light, no cutting. If it's nice and dark, cutting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's green, so you can work.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That's green?
It is green. It's green out there.
You ever mess with anybody who's been colorblind before?
My Jason is.
Yeah?
Yeah. I try not to mess with him too much, but he's
had
issues.
You just can't help it.
And you tell people, well, I'm colorblind. And the first thing they say, well, what color is this? If I knew, I would tell you.
I wouldn't say I was colorblind.
Oh, gosh. In the real estate market, how are things?
Settling down a little. I think we're getting a little more of what we probably would have called normal in the past, as far as volume and things that are coming. There was a house came up in Cotter for a day, and she had like 6 offers on it that day. So that's unique stuff on the water, stuff on the lake, stuff with big views, unique type properties.
Mm-hmm.
They're still going. There's a lot of people that are looking for them, and houses in neighborhoods that are priced well will go also. Mm-hmm. We're not seeing as many people come in to buy them for investments. We're seeing people buy them to live in them, and that's a good thing.
Let's change things up a little bit. Let's go ahead and talk about the numbers now, and then we'll pick up some things out of those numbers that we want to talk about.
We can do that. This week in real estate, there were 52 new listings came on the market, 4 commercial properties, 13 parcels of land, 36 homes came on the market. They range in price from $98,000 to $395,000. 6 of those had taken backups. The average sale price coming on the market was $223,000. There were 29 sales, which is down some from last week. 2 commercial properties, 13 parcels of land, 14 homes sold. They range in price from $79,000 to $460,000. Average sale price this week was $216,000 with 58 days on market. That's low. But a total of $3 million in real estate closed this past week. So even though three. So even though I say it's slowing down, I mean, that's still an appreciable amount of revenue that runs through the local economy.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, we have 241 homes, so we picked up another one. Year to date, this year, there's been 796 homes have sold for $174 million. The average sale price this year is $219,000 with 82 days on market. Last year, there had been 858 homes that sold for $167 million. Average sale price was $195,000 with 91 days on market. Interest rates, as of the other day, and it's a moving target. So. For 30-year fixed-rate mortgages, 573. For FHA, VA, things like that, it's 512, and you can get a 15-year mortgage for about 5.1. So just to give you some idea of how things are going, which has always been the concept of the show anyway, give you some ideas.
So this year, there has been $7 million more closed in sales.
Yes.
But there's been 60 houses less?
Yeah. And that's, the houses, a number of bigger houses, as we refer to them, the stuff in the $500,000-$600,000 range, more of those have sold this year than last year. Last year, people were buying stuff that was just coming on the market. Like I say, investors would buy them, turn them into rentals, try to turn them into VRBOs, those types of things. This year, you're seeing more people coming to buy things to live in. Maybe as a second home, but to live in, not
But
so
their
much
ultimate
investment.
goal is to be here.
Well, because the rates make it a little, your return on investment is a little harder when you're paying 6% on a commercial loan, because you may not be getting a regular mortgage if you're not going to be living in the house. You know, the banks want to know, you can have 2 houses, the IRS says you can have 2 houses and take the deductions on that. You get into 2, 3, 4, 5 homes, and there's people that have got that. You're paying that bigger interest rate. It's a little harder to make money on them.
Yeah, because now it's an investment rate, not a living rate.
And you don't know what it's going to be 6 months from now, a year from now. That's the other part that has got some people.
Some of the folks that bought homes last year were playing the market.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they could see the trend. Market prices are going up.
Yeah.
Arkansas was a good prime picking area to come and get some low-cost housing.
Throughout the state, actually.
Yeah, not just our area, but all of Arkansas. Yeah. And you get people coming in from Texas, Louisiana, California, Chicago, Illinois, those areas to where the prices, and their market was good as well.
Oh, yeah.
For selling, but they're getting bigger dollars and come double their money basically when they come here.
Oh, yeah.
Either buy twice the house or buy 2 houses or 3.
Or just they would buy 1 cash, you just hold the money, and maybe they'll buy an RV, maybe they'll buy a boat, maybe they'll travel a little bit. So that was what most people, when they leave what was home for them to come someplace else, they want to buy that home cash, they don't want to have any debt, and then they want to be able to live their life, because generally they're a little older and it's about time to retire. They may still have, if they can work from home, they may have a year or 2 left, but it's different working from home than it is 9 to 5 in the office, driving, traffic and all the things that go with that. So I think that we see more people that come here to live, and we see that in the restaurants. You see that in the new businesses that open up. You know, the guy who comes and says, you know, I always wanted to, and then can do it here, because it's less expensive to do it here. There's less restrictions on you when you try to do it, whatever it may be.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, right. And so people are able to live out parts of their life that they really couldn't before in where they came from. And it's an interesting turn on things.
What we see when people move here is an increase in traffic. We see the increase of homes. We now, for the first time in a long time, are starting to see some homes being built in our area, in the city limits of Mountain Home.
Yeah.
Now there's, throughout the years, always been some houses in the county on a small parcel of land, 10, 20, 30, 40 acres. But I was driving through Indian Creek just the other day. There's 4 or 5 new houses being built in Indian Creek.
Yeah, it was funny because we did the same thing, and the same thing over at Big Creek. We rode through there, just kind of get a feel for things and riding through some of the neighborhoods, and that's what we were both like, wow. You don't realize, and those aren't spec houses. Those are homes being built for people. I talked to somebody about the census the other day, and the census is way behind the curve for us because the count was done in 19, and then in 20 everything exploded. So we probably got 7,000 more people in the county.
I wonder if they'll
than we had before.
do another special count.
I don't think they do that.
Oh, they have. Yeah, they have.
Have they?
Yeah, because I was on the council when we did one.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
They would. I'm sure the county would like to do that.
Yeah, I don't remember what the driving force when we did it, but yeah, they can do that. It is something that can be done. I was at lunch yesterday afternoon, and there happened to be a young man that's building houses sitting across from me. I said, "Hey, what are you doing these days?" And he said, "Well, I'm actually building spec houses."
Really?
I said, "You're not building customs?" I said, "I figured you'd be building customs." He says, "No." He said, "There's such a need for spec homes right now. We get them in the dry and they're sold."
I was just going to say, yeah, they don't spec for long.
Yeah.
People come by and then it becomes a custom because
they can finish it out
in the dry. They can finish out the way you want it. Right.
He said that's been our niche is we get them in the dry and people will come in and say, "Well, if I want this color, will you do it?" And said, "Sure,
sure.
We'll finish it out any way you want
this
to.
Floor covering, you want these types
Absolutely.
of chandeliers."
Now our price is going to change because you're asking for different things, but we'll be glad to help you with it.
Yeah.
Which to me is a good idea. What are you seeing out in the realty world for? My big concern is the first-time home buyers. Is there anything out there for them right now?
It's still hard. There's some stuff that comes up, but it's a two-sided thing. The kids don't want to put any effort. Some kids, many of the kids, don't want to put the effort in. When we bought our first house, I walked in, and it was an old couple owned it, and it was just a little Cape Cod. But I walked in, I said, if we took this wall out, it would make this room much bigger, make the dining room bigger. Eventually, we could put a dormer on. We could put bigger windows in there. And I knew it was going to happen that day, but that was the plan.
Yeah.
And so that's what you do, and then you build equity in the house, and then you move on to the next one. But the kids want to move into mom and dad's house with the granite and stainless wood, hardwood floors, not even good laminate, hardwood floors, all the gardens all done and everything else, because that's where they've been living. That's the life that they know. And it's thank God we can do that. But that's part of the problem. So instead of taking that house maybe that you could pick up less expensive, when they go in there, no, this is going to be too much work.
I'll tell you what I did one time. I had you seen them big sets of glasses? The big old, way oversized. Yeah. And I took a young couple out. They'd only been married about 3 weeks. And of course they're dreaming. Hey,
sure.
we want to do, this is back when real estate was really affordable.
Well, that's part of it too.
And I took the glasses, I handed them to the woman and said, try these on. She said, oh, they're too big. And I said, well, give them to your husband. Maybe they'll fit him. And he said, saying I have a big head? I said, no, just try them on. And he put them on and he said, no, they don't fit me either. What's the point? He says. He's getting a little defensive. I said, oh, chill out. I said, those are my potential glasses. What do you mean? I said, now I'm going to take you to some homes. You have to look through these glasses and look at the potential. They're so big because the potential of these homes is big.
Is big, right?
And the lady said, after we got done 3 hours later, she said, you're right. That one house you showed us really has a lot of big potential.
Yeah.
And that's what they need to get back to. They have to understand that as a first-time home buyer, the potential of what they're looking at, not the finished product.
Right. Sure.
And it may take you 5, 6, 7 years.
Well, exactly. And then, like I say, you build the equity, and you got a return on that investment.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, because you got to live somewhere, and it's yours.
It's the biggest number one investment they will make.
Exactly.
Together.
Not that first one necessarily, because life will go on, but that's the biggest investment you make. And that, for a lot of people, that's their retirement funds, for that matter. Yep. That they live in, and you're living in it. That's the one thing about it. You're living in the house. You're enjoying the house. You take the memories with you. You're going to have birthday parties, christenings, weddings, whatever it may be in there. And then you get a little older, and then you downsize. And so you realize that you can't be out there on that 10 acres because you can't push that tractor around anymore. Right. And you got a barn full of stuff that you're never going to use. You call Tim Walker, have him come out and sell it all off. And you move into something small in town, so it's easier to get to church, to the doctors, not as much to clean up.
Yep.
And that's just the cycle of life.
But on the flip side of that, as a first-time home buyer, go buy you that little small house in town.
Exactly.
Plan to stay there. Don't plan on leaving in a year.
Yeah,
plan on staying there 3 to 5.
Sure.
Build that equity up. Sell it for what you can get. Take that money and move to the bigger house on a little bit of property out of town. And so it just flips sides.
And we took ours, and like I say, it was just a little house, and that's what we ended up doing. We put a dormer on the front. We put a dormer on the back. We redid the backyard as the kids. We acquired children, and they got a little older. We were there.
Bobby, don't acquire.
We were there for 20. Well, they were just. They were there. They were like
just all of a sudden.
Just all of a sudden, boom! Like yeah. And we were able to make it a home for them, and then we were in that house for pushing 20 years. Very unusual, especially now. Yeah. But that's what you do, and you live there, you take the memories with you. We still remember things that we do, and we sit around and we talk about stuff. Oh, remember this, remember that. Memories go with you.
Would you trade out of where you are for that?
No, of course not. Of course not. No.
Absolutely not.
No.
How do they get a hold of you?
Call my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. She's the one who keeps all the calendars and everything. If you call me, I'm going to say, I don't know. I go where she tells me to go. When she tells me to go, that's how it works. But call her, 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net, and you can contact us on there. The whole MLS is on there. It's real easy to search, and give us a call. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time. We made our mistakes early on, recovered. There's nobody I know that's going to chase. Nobody's ever chased me out of a store saying, "That's that guy."
That's the guy.
Yeah, no. I get, "Hey, that's the guy." With this, that's all right. We appreciate that.
Bob and Linda Zdora, 870-405-0793 is their number. RetiredArkansas.net is their website. Go check them out. You'll be glad you did. Thanks for watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be back with Friday Sports in just a moment.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for Friday football with Coach Steve Airy and Coach Greg Crow. How are you, gentlemen?
Doing good.
Yeah? You a little wore out, Coach Crow? You made a long trip back from Little Rock?
I've had about 2.5 hours sleep, so anything I say on TV just should be, completely excluded.
Mm-hmm. Coach Airy, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm just ready to go.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Let's talk a little bit junior high football first. Coach Crow, you've played 2 games to this point. You're 1-1 with your 9th grade. Talk about El Dorado, Coach.
El Dorado's one of those deals where it's about, to be strictly honest, it's about as well as we could play week 0. There's about 10 things that happen in the game, just little things, and, we had a 12-point lead, about 4 minutes left, and gave it up, and that's on me. We had a guy, Barrett Miller, went out a little bit, and I didn't have some personnel groupings, guys that could take that spot. And so I was a little limited right there at the end. We needed a first down. And that's preparation, that's coaching. And and we got that fixed this week. So, our kids gave a heck of an effort, and they were pretty. They showed up in a bad mood last night. Let's just say that. And
so last night you played Texarkana at a neutral field in Little Rock because Pine Bluff canceled on you?
Yes. And I don't know if they'll be playing us anymore, but it is what it is, Our kids played really, really well last night. I was super proud of them. And, they played with an attitude that, you want your kids to play with on the football field. There's no doubt. Our defense, they showed up.
What's your team look like this year?
We're just different. Our offensive line's really, really big, and they're very physical, and defensively, our inside backers are small. We got Lockhart sitting there. He weighs probably 42 pounds, is what we call him. His nickname's 42, but they're active, and they're good kids, and it's a different type group than what we had last year. But they work hard, and they show up every day, and they're a lot of fun to be around.
Cool. Coach Harry, what he said about having a big offensive line, that's got to be music to your ears.
It is. I think last year it was in the weight room, and I counted like 24 of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
we are playing different guys on the offensive line, the defensive line, ninth grade football, and
nobody's having to play both ways.
No. Mm-mm.
Well, I can't think of the last time that's happened here.
We only had 2 guys going both ways last night, and they were going both ways on offense about half the time. So that's a really good problem to have.
Wow. That too is good music to your ears, that there's enough guys and enough heart that they're able to do.
It's good to play a lot of kids that hopefully keeps them reeled in and engaged and coming down that hill, I hope. So I do like playing a lot of kids at junior high level,
yes.
And Coach Crow's doing a good job of that. And
let's talk about the Nettleton game real quick. We won't waste a lot of time on it, but let's talk about it.
Okay.
What do you think fell apart for us during the Nettleton game?
We're slow starters. It seems like we always want to feel out our opponent rather than just go out and grab them by the throat and start shaking the life out of them, But we kind of like to feel out our opponent, and we started that way again. And you think, oh, it's okay, maybe we can play a little bit. But we really broke down was on defense. We didn't cover, didn't tackle. They hit it with a couple sets that I hadn't seen on tape, and a little bit of motion and some stuff that just blew our mind. That's probably the benefit of playing a 3-man odd front. Is it's a lot easier adjustment.
Of course, number 2, Keandre Pope. He's a man among boys. He can run. He's got the size. He's a downhill runner for sure. He kind of blew it on that kickoff return, though.
Yeah. Well, we blew it most of the night. He was a good football player. Yeah, he really was.
But your kicking team did a great job on that.
Felt like our special teams was pretty solid, other than the one blocked field goal attempt. Other than that, I thought our kicking game was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Offense took them a while to get to rolling there a little bit. Defense, bad.
Seemed like the long pass just eats our lunch.
It does. We've got to get better back there, and we kind of showed up young and kind of beat up back there on the back end. So that really stood out to me. We're going to have to get a little more speed on the field, and probably get some guys that had a few more reps on the field.
Coach Crow, have you been able to watch any of the varsity games?
I watch every one. I have. I think what Coach Harry's saying is spot on. I think he's getting healthier back here, though. He's probably not telling everybody that, but, I think he's getting a little healthier. Anytime you go into a week 0 game and you got, you have 2 sophomores back here. It's just, that it is what it is. It kind of, you're going to run into some problems like that. And
let's talk about those sophomores for a minute that stepped up from last year's 9th grade team. You had Fido Dunlap.
Mm-hmm. And he's been cleared, what 10 days?
Yeah,
he's been out pretty much all summer.
He's a 2 to 3 week guy.
And Tony was there, and we we weren't sure what the situation with his was until just right there, 1st of August. So he basically, you know, most of the summer he was out. So I mean, those guys are still learning, and you know, I mean, it's a learning curve. There's no doubt.
How does that make you feel as the 9th grade coach, seeing some of your sophomores go up and be able to contribute to the varsity team?
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, those are good kids. You know, I mean, that's what we do it for. I mean, you want to have them ready to play as soon as they can. But it's hard. I mean, and I don't think anybody understands. If you're playing as a sophomore, I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's a totally different speed and it's a totally different game. You know, and I mean, I've coached both, so I mean, there's no stinking doubt.
The biggest thing that I feel like, you know, obviously there's a growing and a learning curve, but the learning comes with like the film prep.
Yes.
And there's just so much more that goes into a game, and if your eyes aren't right and you don't have that kind of preset in your head on what's getting ready to happen, what's the situation here, how's this scenario getting ready to play out, I mean, you catch yourself standing and watching.
Mm-hmm.
Because
especially secondary guys, I mean, your eye discipline. I mean,
that's the way we played back in the 80s. We didn't have no tape. We didn't have no huddle.
No, eye discipline is everything, because if you start losing your key and all that, I mean, it can end real quick. You know?
Coach, would I be wrong to say
that you got to find some guys that really take pride in being prepared?
Yes.
And would I be wrong in saying that the learning comes in the spring and the summer?
You're correct.
And the execution starts game 0.
It's just like, I mean, I'll just give a perfect example. Like, we're playing El Dorado last week, and we were struggling to cover the bubble up. And, I mean, we've been talking about it since June. And then, you know, our answer during the timeout was, well, I was watching this. Well, the question's why? Because you shouldn't be. So, and you know, and it's getting that through their head to, you know, to where it becomes habit. You know, and it's like Coach Terry said, I mean, there's so many avenues out there for kids to watch film and to get prepared. I mean, there's honestly no excuse other than just being lazy to not be ready to roll in a football game. And I mean, it's, you know, I mean, there's no question that the technology's there to be able to do that.
We're going to take a quick break. We've got Coach Steve Ray, Coach Greg Crow with us, Mountain Home Bomber Football. Take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Hi, it's Bob Zdora of the ZT. We know a little bit about teamwork. That's what allowed us to become the #1 team for Century 21 in the state of Arkansas. We ask you to consider us for your real estate needs. We also ask you to join us in celebrating the Bomber Nation. The athletes, the cheerleaders, the band members, they work hard every week for you. So join us in celebrating for them.
Woo, woo, woo. Go Bombers!
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Welcome back to XL7-TV. We're talking Friday football. It's Harrison week. Let's talk about Harrison. Oh, excuse me. Bellefonte?
West Bellefonte.
West Bellefonte?
West Bellefonte.
West Bellefonte.
That's it. There are some shirts circulating that says something about West Bellefonte tonight.
Oh, my.
That is my knowledge. Somebody actually has gotten me one, which I'm not going to wear that. That's for sure. I'll probably wear it after the game.
Coach, what do we think about the Harrison Goblins?
They just like they always are. Man. They fly around. They play with a lot of emotion. They have good football players all over the field. Kind of run the same flavor of offense. You're not going to see a lot of difference, in what you've seen in the past.
Mm-hmm. They have a new coach this year?
Have a new coach in Chris Keelan. Chris was a defensive coordinator there for I don't know how many years, maybe 7.
7, I think it's 7.
Ended up stepping into the head job after taking a year of head coaching at Riverview. When Joel stepped down, they hired him. And,
Now, Coach Wells is still there in a different capacity. Is he not assistant athletic director or something?
Yes.
So he'll still be around for his influence.
So it's the same type of offense. It's the same type of defense. It's just a different head coach and a different title,
Were you able to see any film on him?
Yes. They beat Rogers last week, they beat Springdale last week, and then they did their benefit game with Rogers. And they played a lot of kids in Rogers game, so they didn't look real good that game. But I know they got a couple guys coming back this week that's been beat up, and it's going to be survival of the fittest for sure.
Going to be a little bit wet over there, so you think that'll affect their pass game some?
It'll affect somebody a little bit. Usually it affects one team a little more than the other. I hope it's them.
Hope it's them,
absolutely.
How's our team looking? Are we healthy this week?
We're healthy. This is the healthiest we've been. We're going to get a lot of snaps out of Brody Goodson. Going to get a lot of snaps out of Tristan Hayes. Yeah, this is the healthiest we've been. In a long time. We've had Sam Morton and all these Dunlap and Walker, all these guys out all summer. We're healthy as we've ever been.
That's good. We need all that we can get.
Mm-hmm.
Changes. I'm not going to ask you personal names, but are you making some changes in your defensive backfield?
Oh yeah. Yep. We're going to have about. I think we got 4 positions we've kind of changed up on defense. 5. So good coaching move or bad coaching move? We're getting ready to find out.
We'll find out.
You get your chance to get on the stage. You better make good of it. That's what I tell the guys, because it's NFL around here. Not for long if you don't.
Not for long, yeah.
I get hired and fired on these wins and losses, and I need my job.
There you go. And Coach Crow, the Harrison people are ready for Mountain Home to be over there, I would imagine.
Oh yeah. It's just it's kind of a big joke to them. Being real honest with you. It's going to remain a big joke until we go do something about it. And we got the kids to do it. We got the kids to win tonight. I'm not. They know it. They're lying to you if they don't think that. Now the people in town not, but I can assure you their coaches know, and we just got to go do it. It's just,
you need to beat them in their house.
Absolutely. It's not. That scoreboard lights up on the visitor side. I can assure you. So we can do it, and we just got to go. It's got to be personal to our kids at the same level it's personal to theirs, and when we get to that point, we'll be just fine.
Coach Harry, what's the feeling around school this week? I know it's Harrison Week, and they do all the different things around. How's it feel to be walking through the hallways?
They've treated it like Spirit Week. They've had a different day every day, kind of like a homecoming week, So. Kids have kind of been jazzed up. They've had good practices, like they're ready to go. I don't get in the hallways much, so I can't get away from the computer screen long enough. I'm watching tape usually, but I think they're ready to go. I think they've had a 3 days good practice, and mindset's a little different. They seem pretty focused.
Chenoweth had a good performance against Nettleton. He had a good performance against Jonesboro, but he didn't have the first game jitters as bad as he did against Jonesboro when he played Nettleton. What's your feel on Chenoweth?
He's coming along well. He's really come along well. I worried about him. I watched him this summer. He'd play a little bit, sit a little bit, play a little bit, get beat up a little bit, but he's been a war daddy. I didn't see that war daddy this summer, but he's getting it. He's getting it. He's going to be a good hand tonight.
Coach Crow, that's one of your sophomores that have moved up from your 9th grade team. He fought hard last season.
Oh yeah, when the lights come on, he's gonna show up. at the end of the day, he's going to be there when they turn on the lights, And he had a really good game last week. I was impressed. His leap from the benefit game to that, I thought was amazing. He ran with purpose last week. There's no question.
Yeah, he seems to be able to search the hole and find it and get it found and gone through.
Definitely a slasher. There's no question.
Yeah.
And he can cut on a dime. And honestly, the kid's probably got the best balance of anybody I've seen in a long time.
Coach Harry, what about your defensive linebackers? Is there any change or movement in those, or they just nose down and go on?
Shoot, I got what I got.
So
no movement.
No movement. They're going to get what you've been giving them, huh?
I got 162-pounder, and I got a 158-pounder, and we're going to roll with it.
That's all you got.
Got to turn it loose.
Yep.
It's not the size of the dog, it's the fight of the dog is what I try to preach to them.
There you go. And you've got a big dog playing defensive tackle or defensive end, Robert Dover. Mm-hmm. They're going to have to double team him tonight, or they're going to play havoc.
I think they probably got a plan to what they're going to do with him. I would. If I was an offensive coordinator, I'd say, okay, this is where this guy is, and this is how I'm going to approach this.
It'll be interesting to see what the plan is.
And sometimes people run right at them, type of guys. Mm-hmm. See how he plays. He does a really good job when the ball goes away from him.
Mm-hmm.
He can run.
Yeah, he can track him down.
He's a hustler.
He can sniff it out. You ever move him any, Coach? You ever take him out of that position and put him anywhere else?
We do. It's usually formation-based. I need to do more of it. But he's capable of doing it. I can do it. I can do it in the middle of the game if I need to.
Yeah, audible mount.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So you're going strong end. You're not going to quick end. This serious.
Yep.
So I need to move him in at nose guard. I need to move him in.
If you've got him as a moving target, they're not going to know what to do with him.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, he's fast and he's got a sniffer.
His problem is just processing everything. Some guys got 25 ACT. You throw him out there and he processes everything, and then you got guys on the field like me. I have a hard time processing. Give me a fork and a piece of meat, and that's about all I can process.
Coach Crow, what's next for your junior high teams?
We play at Marion next week, and then we'll be home in 2 weeks. We'll be home against West Memphis West in 2 weeks. So, got another good road trip in front of us. And, if we can continue to build on what we did last night, we got a really good football team. We may have dumped that first one, but the way we responded last night was really, really encouraging.
Good
so, they had an absolutely phenomenal week of practice. We walked off the practice field at 2:43 on Tuesday and Wednesday. And so, they were done 15 minutes early. So, it was pretty crisp. And I was really proud of our kids. They did a really good job.
Coach Harry, I know you've got an appointment you've got to make it too. So if you need to leave, we'll see you tonight in Harrison.
Yep.
We'll go on from there. Coach Cook, can you stay a minute?
I can.
All right.
I can.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you tonight.
Hey, thank you, guys.
See you tonight, dude.
Good job, bud.
Coach Crow, when you had to battle through the trip for your El Dorado game, where did y'all play that game at?
Oh, we played that at Cabot. We played at Cabot that night. So, last night we played at Little Rock Mills.
And you had Texarkana come up to Little Rock Mills.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel on a neutral field? Did you have much of a home crowd there?
We had more people than both those schools did both nights. We actually had a really good crowd. Both nights.
It's one thing that you find out here is the Mountain Home parents, they travel.
Yes, for sure.
Good support squad.
And our eighth grade played. They struggled in the first half last night, and they had a pretty good second half, and we ended up getting beat like 20-12. But we got some things we got to fix and work on in that, and but they're getting better. There's no question. And we have two of their better players pulled up on the ninth grade team, which I try to explain to them. I try to explain to those kids that we're getting more people on the field playing time-wise, so we're learning how to win without And then when we add those guys back, we're that much better for it. So,
Coach, hate to cut you off, but we got to go.
All right,
that was that quick already.
I get it.
See you Monday, Tuesday. See you Tuesday.